everyone, what's up? I'm back with a new video. It's me, Tima, and oh my gosh, I've had such a hard week, you guys. I'm gonna talk about it in a separate video from this one, but I decided it would be cool for me to go ahead and show you guys how I edit my Instagram photos. But before I do that, I want to say that this video is sponsored by Cellhelmet, and I'm gonna show you guys a walkthrough of how it works. I'm super excited because I was using this cover on my phone for the past, what, 4 months or so, and this is how it's looking. Right over here. So basically Cellhelmet is a liquid glass screen protector. It doesn't look cracked or anything. It just literally looks like your screen on your phone, but it does have the protection on it after you go ahead and put it on there. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a demo and go through the points of what I like about this old one. I only have this just for a few months. I dropped my phone so many times, so this is kind of the cracks that you can see right in here. Okay, so as you can see, I've already taken off my previous phone screen that I had, and I'm going to be replacing it with the Cellhelmet liquid screen protector. So I'm just going in and opening the box right now. This is the liquid glass solution, and it also comes with applicators, one to clean, one to apply, and then one to go ahead and buff out the product. So I'm opening up the cleaning one first just because I have to clean my screen before I start. I had just taken off my old screen, so it definitely needed that. And then I'm going to be going in with the solution. I had some issues opening it. That was my fault, honestly. But I did open this correctly, and then I just put the solution on top of it. And right after, you just go ahead and apply it on there. Then you wait 10 minutes, and then you can go ahead and buff it off afterwards. So I was a bit, anal about it. I just wanted to go ahead and buff it off as much as possible. And there you have it, you guys. I was so excited that it was done. And I was mostly excited about it because I didn't have to have an annoying plastic screen protector on top of that. So yeah. That's just kind of what you're working with. Usually when you do get a plastic screen protector, it ends up looking like this after a few months. But with this, the good thing is that it basically adheres to your phone. They were saying once you look into a microscope to test it, you can see how it's really embedded into the glass of the phone. It makes a whole new glass for you, but it just looks really seamless. I can't even tell that I put it on there, which is great. But I watched a few videos on this, you guys, and seriously, it is crazy how much damage it can take after you use this. So just like getting a protective glass cover like this one, which is plastic, this takes almost no time. So after you wait 10 minutes, you go ahead and rub off the solution with the buffer. Then it's pretty much on your phone, which is really cool. Okay, so they were saying that the main ingredient of this solution is silicone dioxide. I guess that's what helps to keep everything in place and like to have that glass-like substance after it's dried onto the phone. And basically what this does is it fills in the pores and the surfaces of the phone so that it makes the glass stronger and you won't have to worry about it breaking as easily. Also, if your phone breaks, you are covered for up to $300 for repairs. I'm definitely going to start using this instead just because I think that it just feels better. My phone doesn't have anything on it, which I love. Instead of having the screen protector where you can kind of clearly see where it's at, it doesn't look as nice, honestly. Like, this is how it looks with the screen protector on, and then with just the Cellhelmet, that's how it looks without it. They also have the liquid glass with the $100 option as well. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and put the links to Cellhelmet down below. I think one of the YouTube videos kind of has like a demonstration about how they like kind of test it as far as like looking under the microscope and also making sure that it can withstand like just things dropping on it or the phone falling and stuff like that. So go ahead and check those out. Okay, so since I just went over that, I'm gonna go ahead and have a part 2 to this video, and that's going to be me showing you guys how I edit my Instagram photos on my phone. So let's get started with that. Okay, so basically I had already went ahead and filmed this for you guys, but I had to go ahead and refilm it because it didn't actually record on my screen correctly. But I do go ahead and I put this in Facetune, and then I go ahead, if I have any blemishes on my face, I use the patch tool and I go ahead and remove all of those. In this case, I only had one on my skin, so that was a lot easier than usual. But after that, I kind of have to go in and change the texture of my skin. So I usually go in with the smoothing tool. I use the one that only has 1 drop, not 2, just because it's kind of harsh if you use the 2. And I just kind of go over the textured skin area, which I do have a lot of. I just have really large pores on my skin, so I prefer not to really have that in photos, and it's completely up to you if you do want that, but for me personally, that's just how I edit mine. I also go in and I add in some highlight, so I just go in with the tones tool, and I kind of just go in with a light tan color and just kind of accentuate the highlight that I already have in the photo. That's usually on my nose or on my cheek and stuff like that. After that, I go ahead and smooth around the area so that it looks the most natural for me. And I kind of go in with the detail tool also, and I kind of bring back my freckles that I drew on in the first place because it kind of removed that with the smoothing tool that I did before. Next I'm adding in, I usually add in more blush to my cheeks and also my nose area. Now I kind of do this for a more youthful type of look. It's just kind of like my signature on Instagram. I do that also in person, but I like to accentuate it more on Instagram. So I just kind of add more blush to my cheeks. And I also, for this photo at least, I added in more of like a red shadow around my eyes just to kind of match my hair and also the blush on my cheeks as well as my lips. You definitely can play around with adding more colors onto your lids, stuff like that if you want to in post. You don't always have to do it like as far as makeup goes. I think you can definitely play around with it. After I'm doing that, I kind of added in a little bit more red to my brows just to make it more accentuated, because I feel like when you take a picture of yourself with a camera or your phone, it definitely loses some of the colors that you have, depending on the camera, of course. I feel like if you shoot with a Canon, it has more vibrant colors, but if you shoot with like a Panasonic Lumix like I did, or if you shoot with like a Sony, the color kind of desaturates, so you don't really see as much as you did. Even if you do like a really bold look, it may not do it as bold as you would like. I go into VSCO Cam after this, and you have to pay, I think, yearly for this app, which to me it's worth it because it's a really good app. I go ahead and I put in the filter, and I'm going ahead and I'm putting in a filter. I forgot what filter name this is actually called. I think it's called AU5 for VSCO, and basically I do this for looks where I have more red on in the photo when it comes to like my eyes, or if it's like my lips, stuff like that. It just kind of brings the reds out in the photo more. Like orange hair in this photo, I want the orange to really pop out more. And to me, it's just kind of like a saturation type of thing, but it brings out like the highlights, everything. And then I wanna do more of like a saturated look. I basically up the saturation just a little bit, but I kind of toggle between lowering it and adding in more shadows just because I wanna get that perfect lighting and not too light or too dark for the photo. And then I'm just going into Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm going way too fast on this for myself, and I'm just kind of changing the color to more of like a red tone just to really match my makeup look. Pretty sure I just upped the contrast just a little bit. Basically, I'm just toggling between lighting at this point in Instagram. I'm not really doing that much more because I've already edited it enough. Lighting and saturation and color, stuff like that, and also highlights. I love to bring out the highlights in my photos, so if you guys know how I do that, I really do put on a ton of highlighter when it comes to like in person, and then obviously I have to add in more in post. If you guys want to see how I do more of my photos in the future, I might add it into like an outfit video or like a makeup video or something and show you guys kind of how I do that. And yeah, that's it. Remember, I still have the links for Cellhelmet down below. Thank you so much to Cellhelmet for sponsoring this video. It was really, really fun, and I love showing you guys how I did my Instagram photos, as well as having an awesome screen protector for your phone. And I will talk to you guys later, and yeah, bye.